3 days left on the jam. Let's have a little update of where we're at. So I'm working on this intro. I'm just going to skip through it real quick because it's currently just got placeholder art, but all the text is in place. I'm not going to show it all here. Skip it. Okay, we spawn in town. 6 AM. Work starts at 7, so we're just going to bum around for a little bit. Pick up some of these vendranks. Go in and out of buildings. Oh, little bug at the moment where we zoom really fast over here when the day starts. So every time that thing thumps, it's got a chance to spawn a fellow worker. They'll work alongside us for the day. Work ends at 5 PM. Scoop up an oil and they'll try and carry it all the way over to the barrel. If they don't make it, they'll spill. That's fine. Now we can also grab the oil ourselves. So this is using a few different inputs to valid here. So you can just spam one button, or that's the spacebar, or you can press towards the oil. Do both at the same time. Also use whenever you've found the input button, or you can click your mouse. And all of these work in tandem, but 2 is probably enough. Get back to it. Since last time, we've now got pixel movement on the character, and I've made it so that footprints will follow along. So we got paid 6 for that. Let's head over to the tool rental. Buy our first tool, coffee filter. Gives us a few nice stats. Tools have a rent time, so 16 uses on this one. Yeah. Now the rent time goes down when we gather an oil or when we deposit an oil. That number 13 is our muscularity stat plus 12. And when we're in the yellow, it doubles, so it goes up from 30 to 26 there, and it halves in the red. Maybe a little spill. If we were to hit that, we would also have a spill, although we didn't because luckily this equipment has a chance to not. As we move, our exertion bar increases as well. We're fine in the green or the yellow, but it goes red, we will spill. And taking up vend ranks will reduce the bar. We get paid a little bit more because better scoop tools come with a higher oil value bonus stat. They also change our clumsiness, move speed, and our luck. Luck affects loads of things. I won't get into that right now. Move speed, obvious. Clumsiness is related to how much the exertion bar goes up when we do stuff. I should probably mop this up so we can swap to the mop. I've now put quick buttons, swapping between the mop and your scoop tool. Also use this menu to do that, or you can do it directly from the equipment menu as well. Spill there. Plus money to spill. Fast one. A little bit chaotic over here. Halfway through our tool as well. Got a crit on the oil, so we got 2 oil there. Working on the music as well. I think this song is pretty much done. Our goal is to fill up this barrel. So so we can drag it into here. But we're probably not going to manage that today. We've been faffing around a bit, and we only have one worker helping us. The muscularity has gone up because the bar underneath this meter has increased, and that just increases every time we do an input. It doesn't fall back like the main bar. You can see the oil well has also receded because it actually has a value. It depleted it by taking oil out of it. Now this is our end of day stats. We contributed 7 units, mopped 1, earned some money, had some spills, drunk some drink. The drink actually costs you money at the end of the day, but it's pretty cheap. It's pretty manageable, although it costs us a bit there. This page isn't finished yet, but it's going to have worker rankings. The best workers will get bonus pay at the end of the day. I'll just swap to our empty hands here. There's a few places to have a look at here. Workday is not active. So I've added this craftsman up here. He lets us make some boots at the moment. It's going to be other equipment slots as well, but I've only done the feet slot equipment at the moment. The components for those mostly come as random loot drops as you're scooping out the oil. Now we unfortunately didn't get any on day one, but that's okay. We'll have another look at that later. Over here we've got a couple of characters. This is one of the barons, Baron Grump, the mayor of Oil Town. You may recognize from Final Profit. We are in his town, and down here is the Distill Inn. It's going to be the pub where workers come at the end of the day. There'll be various ways we interact with them here. We can kind of affect the chances they'll show up at work by interacting with them here, and also affect the stats they have and how effective workers they are by giving them equipment if we want to, or withholding that. That light's now changed because we're getting into nighttime. This will also be one of the places we can sleep if we want to skip through the night, although that isn't set up yet, so I'm just going to keep scooting about. This is meant to be... There we go. It's a little finicky because I've added the pixel movement, so there's a little bit of rejigging I have to do for some things. This will be where we can pay to sleep for the night. Let's hope I can get back down. There we go. Okay, it's currently a click. I'll have to fix that. There's lovely trees. Back here will be another option to sleep. If we don't have any money, we'll be able to hang out around the tents, although there'll be potential issues if you sleep here. You might lose money, probably be not well rested and get a debuff for the day as well. Could spend our time checking out the other tools. Most of them have different effects. It's largely a linear progression, but they also each have like their own gimmick, so you might find uses for them even when you've moved past their tier. That's the intention anyway. Now I think I have a little cheat set up. Let me check. Yeah, I can skip to the start of the day here. Yeah, we got 2 workers today, and the names above the workers are the names from Patreon, the people who've asked to be have their name included on the Patreon list in Final Profit. I'm using that list here as well. And today, let's try and get a piece of loot. Oh, we got one. We scooped up the slab, tucked it safely away. So the first time you get a piece of loot, you just put it in your little secret bag, because we're not meant to be taking these. It's company property after all. Right, I forgot about that. The reason I turned pixel movement off originally is because these little it's stuck. Work on that as well. Lost all my oil. So yeah, there's some issues with the pixel movement. I might not make it in the final cut unless I can figure out all the bugs, but it does feel good, so I'd like to keep it if I can. Let's try and get a second piece of loot, show you what happens. So, it'll be easier with the next tool, so I'm going to try and earn enough to get that. Oh, there's some oil. He's expired. Okay, we're back to empty hands. That's okay. It'll be easier to go with empty hands. A new one though. I just need to get to that paper cup. The paper cup has pretty good luck. Luck affects how often you can get these scoop items. We've got a little blockage here. It's an issue I'm working on at the moment too. There's a couple of spots where they can get stuck on each other. Oh, my oil! Oh, we got one. Hang on. Scoop up the wedge. Okay, so since at the moment we only have the one slot for this, we can swap the wedge in exchange for our slap, or we can toss it, or we can ignore these pop-ups for the rest of the day. Say you're getting a lot of these, you've got high luck, you don't want to get them anymore because you're quite happy with your selection, you can ignore for the rest of the day. But I do actually prefer this red wedge to the slap, so I'll get that. Gonna work on this slip mechanic. Now I'm going to cheat. Now let's get the mug and maybe the picture. The mug's effect is it makes us faster, which is quite nice indeed. The picture's effect is that exertion drops slower once in the green, which is quite nice too. But what I want to do here is fill up this barrel. Cheating here. And when the barrel's full, pick it up, drag it up in here. Slows you down a bit. And put it in any of these spots in here. And we can pick it up and move it around as well. One barrel in the warehouse. Now this is the big thing we want to do. This is for our quota of our baron. We're going to get bonus pay when we have a lot of barrels, or penalties if we don't. That's the end of the day. I mostly just cheated today, so we can ignore that. Let's clean up this mess. I got that wedge there. At the end of the day, well, here we go. We get the components that we found. We don't actually have them in our inventory until the end of the day. Let's use the mug to get around quickly. I haven't done all the carry sprites. I've done a couple of them at the start, but done this mug yet. So here we could use the wedge and say we had more ingredients, we can combine them. I think I have a cheat for this. Let me just poke around. Find where I left it. Yeah, here we go. Although it's only that. Not enough. Although that also put the mop in my party. You can get... I don't know how I'm going to include this yet, but I quite like this enchanted mop. Leaving a trail behind us, although it's not really working ideally at the moment. That's okay. Oh, I forgot to replace the barrel. Can't fill the barrel up unless you have a barrel. Really wish I had a cheat to show off this crafting stuff. Here I have a spawn in worker button. And end the day here as well. And when the day ends, workers are meant to leave, although they're not because I cheated them in. That's fine. If I start the day, yeah, it's scooping. Don't know how it's going to handle this many at once. Let's see what happens. Looks pretty good. They're a little bit stuck, but making it. All the same name. That's just because they want the cheated version, like copies. Cars avoid the workers. We also have deployables, which... Oh, I can. Okay, yes. So, as long as you have... It should be... so you can see the deployable in your inventory yet, but there's a deployable item, and it also costs mana. So as long as you have an item, and the mana cost, in this case it's one item and one cost. And by mana I mean deployable count, then you can put these down, and then you just pick them up to get that back. You get both the item and the deployable count back. Now, we can use those to interact with all the things moving out here. Interesting things. You might want to make a trail of oil so it can quickly move up and down. It's useful for that. So say I put oil here, one here as well. Oil. Trail up here. It's a very good roll there. Can I slip here? Might be a vent there stopping me. But oh dear. Oh, with a little bit of time. That's because they've got bumped up here. Alright, I'll stop there. I need to fix some things. It's coming along.